and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about my nail polish pet peeves. There are just some things that really get me going, and who knows, I might even be ranting in this video a little bit. Alright, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. My very first pet peeve is when a brand calls a polish a gel polish and it's not actually gel. I hate this with a passion. I see so many people confused and thinking that these polishes are gel polishes and they need to cure them under a lamp, and why do brands do this? I mean, it's just a way for them to describe them as higher shine or higher quality or longer lasting. All of that, I think, is just a bunch of marketing. Nail polish is paint chips, and just because you put the word gel in the title doesn't mean that it's gonna be better than just a regular nail polish. Gel polishes come in completely opaque bottles. So as you see here, these Essies are in glass clear bottles, and you can see the color inside them. That means that these are regular nail lacquer. This is an Essie Gel Couture polish. As you can see, it looks just like these other Essies because they are in a clear glass bottle. We can see the color inside of it. If you can see the color inside of the bottle, that means that it is not a gel polish. A true gel polish that needs to be cured with a lamp will come in a completely opaque bottle where you cannot see the color inside of it. Why? Because gel cures by light, and if the bottles were, clear just like these, the gel polish would get all messed up because the light would be curing it. So yeah, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate when brands call polishes gels when they are just regular lacquer. I really wish they would stop marketing that way. Like, come on guys, be creative, come up with a different way to market your polishes that doesn't confuse everybody. My next pet peeve is brands whose polishes are hard to find. Brands whose polishes are hard to get your hands on. And I'm looking at you, Sinful Colors, and now Essie. Sinful Colors is so difficult to find. You can usually find them at Target, but who knows when they're gonna actually be in stock. I've seen people find them at stores like Heb, I think, or Fred Meyer or something like that. I don't know, because those stores are not in Illinois and they're not in a lot of other states. It's just kind of frustrating that only people in a handful of states have access to these stores where Sinful Colors is more frequently found. And I don't know, it's just really frustrating, guys, because I love Sinful Colors. I love their, crazy finishes and everything. And I used to be able to find them at my local Walmart, and now they're not there anymore either. So I don't know. I don't know where to go to look for Sinful Colors. The last time that I purchased Sinful Colors was the Fresh Squeeze collection, and those came out at Target, and even then we're still missing a polish that's somehow on Amazon Mexico, but it's not on Amazon US or at Target, or it's not anywhere to be found. Another brand that seems to have started getting a little bit more difficult to find is Essie. Essie used to work with smaller retailers, like e-retailers like Polish Pick, Head to Toe Beauty, 88 Beauty, all those other e-tailers. And, they used to work with them. We used to be able to get them for a discount. Now it seems like they don't want to work with smaller e-tailers anymore. They'd rather stick to working with large companies like Amazon and Walmart. And lately, all the latest collections have been showing up on Amazon first, and I've been able to purchase them, but there's a new collection on there. It's called the Handmade with Love collection, and there's one polish in that collection that is nowhere to be found. So it's just a little bit frustrating that Essie, or should I say it's L'Oreal, because they own Essie, they don't want to work with small companies anymore. They just want to work with these big giant companies, but then they're still making it kind of difficult to find their polishes. So it really frustrates me. It's like, you're a business. Shouldn't you want to make your product as easily accessible as possible? It's really frustrating, and I don't see it changing anytime soon, unfortunately. My next pet peeve is one that you guys aren't going to be surprised with at all. It's brands who refuse to change their brush, who refuse to update their brush. Every single brand has updated their brush at some point or another. I mean, every single brand started out with the super, super skinny brush, and some of them have changed it. Not necessarily to a wide paddle brush or anything like that, but they just made the brush, bigger somehow. For example, China Glaze, they no longer have that super skinny brush, but they don't have a wide paddle brush either. They just have a brush that has a lot more bristles and it's a little bit more flat. But there's just some brands who want to hold on to the skinny brush so badly. It doesn't make any sense to me, because every brand is, moving in a more modern direction. And brands like Zoya, because that's really the only brand that comes to mind right now when I think about these skinny brushes, they're just trying to hold on so tight to the old brushes that people are not a fan of, and I just don't understand why. Like, why not want to change for the better? Why not want to evolve? Like I've said before, offer a choice, skinny brushes or wide brushes, but don't charge us extra if we want the better brush. My next pet peeve is nail polishes that have shimmer or, something going on that we can see clearly in the bottle and it looks absolutely gorgeous. But then when you put it on your nail, it's gone. You can't see it. It just ends up looking like a regular cream on your nails. I hate when that happens. I hate it. And there's so many. I can't think of one off the top of my head right this second, but I know that I have so many polishes that I was so excited for because of the shimmer, and then I put it on my nails and it's gone. It's like, what's the point of putting the shimmer in there if I can't even see it on my nail? I feel like when that happens, brands weren't quite testing the polish as much as they should. For example, I know that OPI in the beginning of their brand, not sure if they still do it now, but the owners used to wear different shades on their nails and stuff because they were testing them out, wanted to see how they looked. And I feel like a lot of brands don't do that, and that's why we end up with polishes that look one way in a bottle and then look completely different when they're on your nails. My next pet peeve is polishes with no name. Thankfully, this doesn't happen a lot with mainstream polishes and indie polishes. They all have names, but if you go to like Dollar Tree and stuff, there's some really pretty polishes there, but there's no name, they just have a number. I hate that. I want all of my polishes to have a name. I need them to have a name. If they don't have one, I generally just either do not buy it, or if I already own it, I just destash it, because I can't, my polishes need to have a name. There needs to be some kind of uniformity, organization. I need names. My next pet peeve is seeing your nail line underneath nail polish. I hate it. For me, it makes no sense to see the nail line under the nail polish. It's like, why paint your nails at all? So for that reason, sheer polishes, jelly polishes, they are just not my favorite. I love opaque nail polish. I want to look down at my nails and just see a beautiful polish, not my nail line. If I want to see my nail line, I won't paint my nails. My next nail polish pet peeve is nail polishes that are only released in certain countries. And once again, Essie, I am looking at you because it seems like you are the only brand that does this. For example, the Rumor Jazz It collection last year, that was a beautiful collection, and we did not get it here in the US. And then there are tons of polishes that we get here in the US, and overseas, they don't get it. Same thing with Canada. I know in Canada, if Essie releases a 9-piece collection here in the US, generally Canada gets 6. And it just makes no sense to me. Why? Why does this happen? Maybe I'm going to try to find out from Essie. Why does this happen? Why do they do this? Because OPI releases 12-piece collections everywhere. Could be wrong, but I've never heard anybody say, oh, OPI released a 12-piece collection in the US, but only 8 are available everywhere else. So I don't understand why this happens. Thankfully, though, I have some great people and, well, friends on Instagram, and they send me polishes that are exclusive to the UK, and I've actually sent over some polishes that are exclusive to Ulta. That's another thing. The Ulta exclusives usually do not get sent overseas at all. It doesn't make sense. Why are you making people miss out on polishes? There's lots of us who like to collect polishes, and it's frustrating when we can't collect ones that we really, really want. So I would really, really love to know why Essie does this, and yeah, if you know why, let me know. I know Essie is not the only brand that does this, but they're the only one that like consistently does it, so that's why I'm calling them out. But I know that there are other polishes like Orly and Sinful Colors and stuff that are not available in other countries, but I think that's a little bit different. A brand not being available at all in another country is different than a brand just picking and choosing what polishes they want to send to that other country. All right, my very last nail polish pet peeve is top coats that take forever to dry. Hate them with a passion. I used to use top coats that I would, use on my nails, and then 3 or 4 hours later, I would go to bed and then wake up with sheet marks. And I don't understand why it would take 3 or 4 hours plus for a top coat to dry. Thankfully, I don't have that problem anymore because I do use Such Veet Quick Dry Top Coat. That top coat is absolutely amazing. It is my holy grail. I don't even try other top coats because that one is perfect. I can paint my nails, and then 5 minutes later, they're dry enough for me to do something, even though I don't. I always like to give it a little bit more time, at least 30 minutes, just makes me feel more comfortable. But wow, I can't with these other top coats that take a year to dry. Like, if after 4 hours you're not fully dry, you're no good. You're absolutely garbage. All right, guys, those were a few of my nail polish pet peeves. Let me know in the comments down below what nail polish pet peeves you have. Let's discuss them. Did I miss anything that is also a pet peeve for me, but I might have just totally forgot about it? Let's chat about it in the comments down below. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!